Hello and welcome to Feed the Direwolf with me, the least everyone, aka MrSuryt. Whoa, falling off the roof here. Back at the bees, yep, still another bee episode. Got quite a bit to do with them, and I have spent quite a lot of time on them. So I'm not going to just give up on them now. One thing I will say just before we move on to that, this world really doesn't want to load, does it? Been happening a lot since the last update. Not what I was going to talk about, although that I probably should also. I've got a few things that I could mention about the update. So I may as well whilst I'm here. A few little things happened other than just the tesseracts, which I've previously mentioned, no longer working. One of them was Power Glove. Actually, all the power tools, they kind of stopped working. They didn't actually stop working. What happened is a couple of the items on there, the plasma cannon for example, was reset. It was reset to 0, which means it does not actually shoot anything. To fix that up, all you have to do is go tinker it. You can shift and use your mouse wheel to scroll through the different modes, and that can, you might be able to see just above my hunger bar there's a strange little icon. That's actually the mode that the glove is currently in, which is pretty much just the energy bolt at max with no explosion added to it. So you can scroll through that if you like, or just go to the tinker table. But anyway, that's my... I've been asked that question, is why I mentioned it just now. One other question... Too heavy for that. One other question I have been asked, oh yeah, I've got a thaumium grafter, by the way, is... why am I all of a sudden very quiet? I'm still speaking as loud as I always have been. All I've done is I've moved my mic a little bit further away to try and make it harder for you guys to hear me breathing. Still didn't get anything there. So hopefully it's not too bad and you can still hear me and not the breathing. I have to replace the mic. Actually, my mic may be a little bit damaged. It came under attack from an 11-month-old toddler. And it was allowed to be drooled and half-eaten. Oh, I don't need the royal jelly, I don't think. Oh yeah, I do. Grab all you and you. I've done a few things down here. Namely, set this here up. Now this here is seed oil coming in from the main base. This here is honey coming in from the next floor down, where I have a tank of it. Used up a fair bit. I've also, with these tanks here, I've got a bit of liquid DNA going. Added a tesseracts to this one and this one. This one here is oil. There's no oil in it at the moment because it is filling up the oil over in the main base. And this one here is biofuel. You may not expect it, but the petroleum comb turns into petroleum, what do they call it? Petroleum propolis, that's it. And petroleum propolis, that turns into biofuel. Yeah. Nothing else, apparently, that it turns into. So, we've got a big tank over in the main base filling up with biofuel. And oil, for that matter. But anyway, the reason I have these here both going into a carpenter there is still the redstone energy conduits going right the way around this room. First of all is to get the impregnated casing, which is seed oil and then wood planks. Just grabbed some wood from all the birch outside. And if you put this recipe in, you got your beeswax, your pollen, planks, and royal jelly. You get these ones. Scented paneling. Combine the two and you get the alveary. So yeah, that takes quite a lot of resources. which thankfully we do have quite a lot of resources at the moment. Just whack a bit of that in there. That should hopefully make a few... Oh, need beeswax is what I'm short. There we go, that'll keep making those, and eventually I will use them. Whilst I'm down here, I've got the fast productivity and nocturnal serum. Poor quality, so I'll put in the purifier to increase the quality of that. Fast productivity is at max. I've just been adding that to a few bees to get a little bit more petroleum and oily comb. What else? Okay, well I want to put the rocky drones through here at the moment. And what I'm after from the rocky drones is this ability, the flyer. If I can add that, it'd help with rain. I think that's the trait that allows bees to work in the rain. I've already got the nocturnal one, which you just seen, so I'll have to clear out a few of these. It's middle mouse button, middle the wheel. If you just click that, it sorts your inventory like that. It's a little bit buggy when you do it whilst you're inside a machine, so that's why I tabbed out. Let's go refined. We've got both of those. Got that. Got that. Got that. Pretty sure we've got that. Well, if we don't, we've got it a couple of times now. Shorter life. Yep. We've got those. We can get rid of these eventually. They're all duplicates. Faster productivity. Obviously got that, and we've got that. Well, they're all useless. I'm hoping eventually I will get the flyer ability. Not that time. But anyway, let's just had a look at all that, collected it, didn't I? Well, let's whack it through over here. What was that one? Stringy. I've got so much propolis at the moment. You actually get propolis when you put the oily and the petroleum propolis through the squeezer. You don't get it every time, but you do get a lot of it. So, oh, petroleum, that's a good one. We'll whack in petroleum and the oily there. There we go. Let's grab a little bit more of this. You see it, all the propolis, which is good. It's useful. Probably not as much as I have. It's a little overkill. Okay, the first one goes to the honey tank. The second one goes to... Oh, we've got some petroleum. The oil. And the third one goes to the biofuel. Excellent. Alright, we've got that going. Yep. So let's just whack this propolis back over in here. Look at it all. It's got a few useful uses. Come on. Well, a few not so useful. Slime balls. Never used that before. Might be interesting. This here's what I use it mostly for. The apiarist pipe. I use quite a few of them in this setup just because I want to individually sort my bees as well. What else does it get used for? Come on. We can make letters. We can make wax cast, black stained glass, red different stained glass. Oh, excellent. Very good. Don't know that I'll be using it, but we can now make stained glass in the thermionic fabricator. There you go. I don't need anywhere near as much as what I've got, basically. What I'm going to show you today, once I set these guys back up, some of these do have the nitrate, some I haven't yet given the nitrate. Yeah. What is it? The ability to work during the night. Today we are going to, well, I'm going to show you how to get some of those bees. We'll start where we left off. We've just made the oily drone and the oily princess. Okay, I actually had a break for a minute there, so we're back. You may end up hearing little baby talking behind me. I just had to go and pick up my son. Anyway, where were we? Oily drones. Yep, we've created those. We've seen how to. Oily drones, the oily comb is quite useful. As you've seen, I've actually made quite a bit of oil from it. So I'll keep them going, but these here can be upgraded into drones that create even more oily comb. In a talkative mood, mister. If we... what have we got here? Mix a diligent with a cultivated. Actually put the queen in there that time. We end up with these. Unwary princess, unwary drone. You get stringy comb from that, from these guys, which you use that to make the propolis. Oh, there we go. Makes those. There you go, makes propolis. There's also a chance of making honey. I've got too much of that really, so I probably should stop using these guys, but I do have a lot of them in there. But the unwary and a diligent combined, you get your industrious. Now these guys are useful. They create the stringy comb again, but they also create pollen. And pollen is used, you just seen me using some of that in the manufacture of the alvearies. Oh, bit of a freeze there, in the alvearies up here. You can use it to make the catalyst as well for the old farms. I'm not 100% certain. You know what I've just noticed? I'm in cheat mode. Went into cheat mode whilst I went and picked my son up. Anyway, the pollen can be used to make a few things, slime balls and catalyst. Catalyst you can use in the old farms. Not too sure if it can be used in anything else at the moment. Don't need the recipe, I need the uses. Come on. This here is what I'm mostly using it for, the scented panels at the moment for the alvearies. Iodine capsule, I haven't used that yet, but will come in handy, I'm sure. At some point. Oh, doesn't want to show me what it does. That's pretty much it, but definitely definitely a necessary ingredient. But that's not the top, that's not the final bee we're after in this line. The final bee, you mix your industrious with your oily, and there's actually two different bees that I got from this. I got the refined, which is what I was after, produces the petroleum comb and the oily comb, and I also got the distilled, which has proven to be quite a useful bee. It produces oily comb half the speed of the oily bee. So I've got a lot of oily comb from my distilled bees in there. This guy here makes oily comb relatively fast as well, but you get the petroleum comb from him, which is why I've been using a lot of them. The tree here is pretty much all ready for collecting. A few more over there. I'll do that off screen. Oops. Let's sleep through the night and see what happens. I've put these two right close to my bed. It's so that they can work over here. Oh, stuck. Oh no, still raining. Now, I mentioned that the cherry and the lime combined will make the tree that I want. On the other side, there's too many different types of trees, so the chances are slim to none. So I've just put 2 cherries, 2 limes over here in the hope that I will eventually get what I want. Didn't that time. But anyway, back to the bees. So we've got refined going like crazy. This one here I have made it with nocturnal as well as fast production. So it's been producing a lot pretty quick. The distilled here doesn't have the fast production, but it also has the night on it. And Majestic, I haven't really done anything with it because it's not really making anything that I need in great quantity. Imperial Bee, I do need this. I haven't actually changed this one to nocturnal or anything yet, but it does make the royal jelly, which is very useful. Let's get these guys. These guys have the night, the nocturnal ability. I haven't added anything else to them yet, but I will eventually. Now that's not all the bees that I've been working on. There is also, actually, yep, that's just a quick little show of the refined bee. Another one that I've been working on is, well, we just seen it, is the Imperial princesses and drones, of course. For the royal jelly, to make those, you mix a cultivated drone and a noble queen. Not last episode, the episode before, I showed you how to get the cultivated and the noble. That'll produce the Majestic. Majestic make dripping comb, which, like I said, I don't actually need it, but the dripping comb, that makes honey drop and honey dew, which I've mostly been turning into honey and using in the bee ELISA. It has a few little uses. A blank template, won't really need those at the moment. But anyway, you take your Majestic, mix it with a noble, and that's how you get the Imperial drone. Majestic, I was getting the Majestic constantly just by accident whilst I was mixing through this line over here, so it proved to be quite easy to get. Oh, yep, that's all good. Little mister, having a good little chat there to yourself. Anyway, may end up having to be a quick one today, just because my son is really wanting to go and play. We'll grab a few more of these and whack them through here. Some dripping, some stringy. These are filling up very quick. Alright, we'll take some of that. Excellent. Oh, I really need the propolis. You can put the propolis back through. In fact, we will whack a little bit of it through. We're going to get some resin there. Not really that I need it, but yeah, why not? Okay, this is honey. I think I've got that turned off actually. There we go. And now that I think about it, pretty sure I've got my petroleum off as well. On this side. Yeah, I do. Give it a tap. There we go. Where'd that go? Ah, right there. Oh, that's not where I meant to put it. Yeah, it works. Okay, so, nope, we want you in here. Yeah, excellent. Let's go see how that's coming along. Yeah, so we're not going to have any of that in there. Honey, I have used a fair bit of it though. So I might use the honey drops I just took out. Whack that through here. Okay. We got the fast production. and 16 nocturnal. So let's just make a few bees into night bees. Which ones shall we muck around with? Let's make the Imperial Queen and her drones nocturnal. I only really need one of these drones, but you can grab them all. Okay, so all you do is you whack them in there. They'll fall down into this spot here, and very, very slowly we'll use up charges to change the bee. Oh, it's coming along. Does use a fair amount of power. It's not too bad though. I've actually, behind here, I've added quite a few more redstone energy cells. I've also added 2 more tesseracts, energy tesseracts. Energy tesseracts, I think it's about 100 is all that it can send at a time. But there is a loss of 5%. There's a loss of 25% actually going through the tesseract, and then there's a further loss of 5% through the conduit. So I've added a few extra so that we can put quite a bit, so we can make sure that we get 100, at least 100% going through there. Purifier. Am I purifying anything? Ooh. Okay, we've got the rocky species. I'll keep one of those. And the rest, don't need you, don't need you. Fast productivity, I've already got you. Already got you. Normal fertility, pretty sure I've got you. Got you. Haven't yet got the one that I wanted. Still got a couple more rockies there. You get a lot that you don't want. Not too sure if there's a way of making it so that you get it much quicker. Alright, so it's used up 1 charge. It's going to be adding quite a decent change in trait, so it probably will use 2 charges. Very slowly. Fast. No, no. Don't need either of you. How are we going? I'll whack more of you in there. Empty serum vials. Very good. Gene pills all done. How much have we used up? Fair bit. Almost, come on. Once I get this queen, I'll go whack her straight back in. It should work during the night. Not that it is night at the moment, but probably should have waited for it to change to night just so I wasn't wasting any production time. Yeah. Whatever. Come on. Really is slow, isn't it? Any new ones? No. Nope. Nope. All not needed. My great sorting. Oh, down to the last rocky. I've got a heap more up there. So, oh, there we go. So if we were to analyse this guy, oh well, it's not actually a guy, is it? Well, oh, that's right. That was not the nitrate. That was the fast production. So that's good, I suppose. And that was fast from slower worker. Whack you back in because I want... Actually, I wanted the nocturnal. Wrong one in there. I'm also waiting for you. Oh. All the way to the bottom. There we go. Let's get these trees. I haven't... The Thormium Grafter it's basically more durability, so you get more than 5 trees out of it, but you can enchant it. Actually, we got time, we may as well go and enchant it now. Put repair on it, that's about the only thing that I need on it. Oh, bit of lag still. Oh, bit of charcoal. Oh, bit of charcoal. I can fix that. I've only got my quarry going at the moment. It's doing a decent job though. What do we need? We need a little bit of iron. 2, 3, 4, 5. That ought to do. And some gold. That ought to do. We need a crafting table. Got plenty of those around here. Okay, whack you in there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, they don't stack. Okay. Let's just upgrade these a little. Get that one in there. Yep, good. Oh, I might have to increase the size of the steam boiler. Head down here, enchant this with repair. Oh wow, did you see all those slimes in there? I think I've left... Yeah, that's a shame. I've left my... I've got the vile sword, but I've left the soul shard over... Unbreaking? Repair 2. That's all I need. I've left my soul shard for the slime back over at my bees. Repair 2. Excellent. There we go. I'll never run out now. Lag as I fly up. Flying always seems to lag the world as well. So try to walk as much as I possibly can. Of course I tend to then sprint, which lags the world, so yeah. There you go. Lagging like crazy. So we'll go down, see how the bees are going, and probably going to... Oh, too far. We're going to have to wrap it up there. It still hasn't... Well, it's used a few charges and still we've got nowhere. Hopefully this is the last one. Then we'll whack in the Nocturnal and we'll put the Imperial Queen in there, ready to go. Come on. Come on. No. Alright, well. We'll move on. Anyway, that's going to be the episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed, got something from it. If you have, hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I will see you next episode. Bye-bye.